All right, guys, here goes an update on that hostage situation in Bakersfield. Check it out.
Thank you all for attending. As Sally mentioned, my name is Jeremy Blakemore, Assistant Chief at the Bakersfield Police Department, and I'm happy to be here to give you an update on the status of yesterday's event. Today's press conference is intended to provide everyone with an update related to the event that began yesterday afternoon at the Chase Bank building just down the street from us here. But I'll preface it with the fact that this is still an ongoing investigation and there are still some details that we're not yet able to provide. Today's press conference will take place in two parts. First, I'll give you a refresher on what led up to us arriving at the location, and then Special Agent in Charge Sid Patel from the FBI will take the second portion where he'll touch on the elements of the FBI as well as how it concluded. First and foremost, I do want to let everyone know that we're incredibly relieved to report that all of the hostages that were involved have been safely recovered and reunited with their families. There were a total of 10 members of our community whose lives were changed yesterday, unexpectedly, but we are thankful that they have been reunited with their loved ones after this ordeal. Throughout the night, their families questioned whether or not they would be seen again, but we are very grateful for the outcome and the fact that we've been able to protect their lives. Regarding the specific details that led up to this, at approximately 12:59 p.m. yesterday afternoon, we began receiving calls related to a suspect that was in possession of an explosive device who had entered the Chase Bank building at 1515 17th Street. As the situation unfolded, our responding personnel and dispatchers confirmed that the adult male suspect had barricaded himself within the second floor of the building and had taken several hostages. The suspect advised he had explosives attached to his person, which our personnel could see as well. He also told law enforcement that additional explosives had been attached to some of the hostages, which we confirmed based on our own observations. These hostages were confirmed to be employees of the Kern County Superintendent of Schools on the second floor of the building. Numerous other employees and patrons had fled the building during the suspect's takeover, and we immediately began evacuating the surrounding area establishments to minimize additional safety concerns to our community. While this was being done, we were simultaneously communicating with the suspect in an effort to release the hostages and elicit a peaceful surrender. During the negotiations process, we were able to secure the release of two hostages, the first being at 3:59 p.m. and the second being at 8:24 p.m. As the event continued, negotiations did stall and the suspect refused to release any more victims. Given the nature of the circumstances and the resources, our department requested the assistance from the FBI, and we elected to transition our tactical teams for the remainder of the situation. The FBI assumed operational control at approximately 9:02 p.m. yesterday evening. And at this time, I'll turn it over to Special Agent in Charge Sid Patel, and then I'll follow up with some concluding remarks at the end.
Thank you very much. My name is Sid Patel. I'm the Special Agent in Charge for the Sacramento FBI Field Office. This has been a horrific event. We know the Bakersfield community has been following the situation closely, and we thank you for your patience. Tuesday afternoon, June 2nd, at approximately 1:30 p.m., we received a call for assistance from the Bakersfield PD in response to reports of a bomb threat at the Chase Bank building located at the corner of Chester Avenue and 17th Street. We responded within minutes of that call. We have an office not too far from here, with more than 150 FBI personnel to assist. With this response and investigation, including our Special Weapons and Tactics, our SWAT teams, not just from our Sacramento SWAT team, but our LA SWAT team as well, our crisis negotiation teams, and our Los Angeles, Sacramento, and San Francisco FBI bomb techs that were here. We also had agents, analysts, victim specialists, professional staff, all trained for these types of incident responses that were here. The Bakersfield Police Department was supported with every available resource, including the FBI's hostage rescue team, which was deployed all the way from Quantico on the East Coast from its base of operations. They're our version of special forces for the FBI. They're the best of the best. and they come out for situations like this. Now, we refer to them as HRT, Hostage Rescue Team. The FBI HRT, they have extensive training and experience in crisis response and deployed to situations like this across the country and even internationally on some occasions. We're grateful for their quick response. The subject, his name was Anthony Scott Searles Harris. That's Anthony Scott, and I'll spell the last name Searles Harris, Harris. He was a 41-year-old white male who served in the U.S. Army from 2006 to 2007. However, he was dishonorably discharged for going AWOL. That's absent without leave. He was no stranger to law enforcement and has a criminal history of using weapons to commit violent offenses. In 2014, he was charged with sex acts with a child under 14. He's a registered sex offender. He had tied up 5 of the hostages on the 2nd floor of the Kern County Superintendent's of School office in the Chase building. At approximately 4 p.m., Harris released one of the 5 hostages. At approximately 8:30 p.m., he released a second hostage. Bakersfield PD did an amazing job of this. Their negotiators, their SWAT teams, we were impressed. Fantastic work. At 9 p.m., our FBI SWAT teams from Los Angeles and Sacramento, we transitioned and took over the crisis site, but working jointly with Bakersfield PD and our negotiators. At 2 a.m., after our hostage rescue team had arrived, put together all the site surveys and information that they do, they transitioned and took over the scene. That was around 2 a.m. At approximately 4:30 a.m. this morning, that's when the hostage rescue team neutralized this subject. And let me be clear, he had tied up 5 of the hostages, but there were 10 hostages in there, and they were all unharmed physically. I'm sure there'll be mental scars that they'll be living with, and we'll have our victim specialists to help them. We're grateful to the Bakersfield Police Department. I've got to tell you, in the 34 counties that we serve here in the Eastern District, they're one of our strongest allies. They have an amazing workforce here, led by Chief Brent Stratton, and Assistant Chief Jeremy Blakemore. Thank you for their partnership, their professionalism during the response to this incident and continued investigation. I can tell you, for the Bakersfield community, you should be proud of the police department and who serves and protects you every single day. I know I am. We also want to thank a lot of our federal partners. ATF, they came from San Francisco to help us out. The Homeland Security Investigations, also San Francisco based. DEA, U.S. Marshals, Air Force OSI, the U.S. Attorney's Office, our local and state partners, California OES, Office of Emergency Services, CHP, they've been a strong partners for us across the state. Sacramento County Sheriff's Department Bomb Squad, they flew down here to help us out. Kern County Sheriff's Department, Bakersfield Fire, they were here throughout the night. Great partners. EMS Halls Ambulance Service, they were also tremendous. And all the other local, state, and federal partners that were here. I mean, we had quite a bit of a response here. It was truly one team, one fight effort here. Our FBI personnel that live in the greater Bakersfield area and work in our Bakersfield resident agency, we have an office here not too far, like I mentioned, know how strong this community is. And we stand together as we heal from this incident. We also want you and the public to know how you can help us. If it's an immediate threat, of course, call 911. But if you have information about this ongoing investigation that can help us, reach out to us. Go to tips.fbi.gov or call us at 1-800-CALL-FBI. I'd like to turn it back now to Assistant Chief Blakemore. Thank you.
So what do you guys think? I think a 41-year-old psychopath. I'm glad he's the only one that got hurt in this incident. Shout out to the police and the FBI. Sad that those people had to go through that, but at least they're alive. Emotionally, like you said, they'll have scars. They can go through counseling for that, but at least they have their lives at the end of this. A lot is going on with the voting and everything. We wasn't even paying attention to this type of stuff that's going on right now. I'm glad that they're all right. let me go. Let me know what you guys think about this one right here. If you like this type of content, please hit that like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Thanks for watching.